Hello everyone and welcome to July's Tea Tasting Club. We've got 3 delicious boxes of teas for you to enjoy for July. We have a Flavour Explorer box, we have a gourmet box and we have a caffeine-free box as well. So there can be 3 teas in each one of the boxes for you to enjoy. So let's get into it. So our Flavour Explorer box is built for those of you who want to have a really exciting and experimental experience within your tea tasting. So we like to put lots of our weird and wonderful flavours in there, some caffeine options, some caffeine-free options, a little bit of everything. So in July's Flavour Explorer box, we've got our pink grapefruit green tea, we've got our blueberry and peach fruit tea, and we've got our strawberry lemonade fruit tea as well. And today I'm going to show you how to make the pink grapefruit as an iced tea. So making an iced tea and making a cold brew are 2 very different things but leave you with a similar result, and I'm going to show you how to make a cold brew in the next section of the video, so stay tuned for that bit. But first things first, we're doing an iced tea. So to make an iced tea at home, you're going to need a brewdini like this, or a teapot, a strainer of your choice. The brewdinis are great, probably our most recommended product for loose leaf teas. They're really easy to use, dishwasher friendly, the lid comes off, the strainer comes out to give it a proper clean, and also they're quite a large vessel so you can see all the tea brewing in there, which is great, especially when the tea is as beautiful as this. So let's do a pink grapefruit iced tea first of all. So to make an iced tea, you essentially need to make a tea concentrate first. So if you're going to make a tea concentrate just for 1 drink, you want to use 2 teaspoons of tea with 150 millilitres of water. There we go, so 1, 2. If you wanted to make a larger quantity of this, you could do, just use more teaspoons with a little bit more water, but usually with making a concentrate, you want to use a lot less water than what you usually would and a lot more tea than what you usually would. So that's makes that basically just a really strong tea. Now this is a green tea, so it means it needs to be brewed with 80-degree temperature water. And I usually say we don't have a fancy temperature control kettle, but now we do, so that's very exciting. If you don't have one, don't worry, because we literally just got ours the other day. You don't need to have one. If I didn't have one, I'd just use a splash of cold water and a splash of boiling over the top to make it roughly 80 degrees. So I'm just going to eyeball it this time and put about 150 millilitres of water in that brewdini, and because it's a green tea, it needs a 3-minute brew. So whilst that brews, I am going to talk you through all of the teas in the Flavour Explorer box. So first things first, we are brewing the pink grapefruit. As I said, this is a green tea, and this one has a Chinese sencha green tea as its base. It also has some hibiscus in there, orange peel and cornflowers too. It's quite a simple recipe. It's really fruity. You can really taste and smell that grapefruit flavour in there. It's really light and airy, and it's nice because you still have that kind of vegetal taste from the green tea, along with sort of quite sharp sweetness of the fruit in there too. So we'll taste that one in a little bit to give you more of the flavour profiles. We also have our strawberry lemonade. If you've been a fan of Burn and Blend for a while, you already know all about strawberry lemonade. It's one of our all-time favourite teas. It's been with us right from the very start of our Burn and Blend journey. It's got a great taste award as well, so we know that everybody absolutely loves it. It makes a great tea to make in the summer. It makes a really nice iced tea or a cold brew as well, either with sparkling water or lemonade. Great one to experiment with, so definitely give that one a try. I think you'll love it. I've never met anyone that doesn't like that one yet. Strawberry lemonade is a fruit tea, so it's full of really lovely chunky fruit pieces. And it's got some great ingredients in there, including apple pieces, hibiscus, elderberries, blackberry leaves, rosehip, lemon slices, orange peel, sunflower petals, strawberry pieces and lime pieces as well. So lots of lovely fruity ingredients. And it's caffeine free as well, naturally caffeine free. If you're ever looking for a caffeine free tea from Burn and Blend, you always want to look for anything with a pink, orange or red label. That is your herbal, fruit and rooibos, and they're all naturally caffeine free because they don't actually contain any tea from the tea plant. It's all made up of fruits, herbs, spices, etc. And last of all, we have our blueberry and peach. So this is another fruit tea. It also has the Best Taste Award, so you know it's a good one. Also naturally caffeine free because it's a fruit tea. And this one also has some lovely fruity ingredients. So this one has apple pieces, hibiscus, rosehip, freeze-dried blueberry, freeze-dried peach, and orange peel as well. So it's a really lovely fruity flavour. They're all really nice to have with lemonade, sparkling water, tap water, boiling water, yum hot, yum cold, it's up to you. But I love to have all three of these iced. So it's been about 3 minutes. I don't know if you can see, but that's already turned a lovely pink colour amongst all those green tea leaves there. That'll be because of the hibiscus. Now I've got here a little cocktail shaker. I filled this with ice. If you don't have one of these at home, it's not the end of the world. You can just pour the ice straight into your glass and pop the tea right on top, but it is nice to get that extra coldness if you can give it a shake in the cocktail shaker. So I'm going to sit the brewdini on the top, and the concentrate is just going to strain straight through the brewdini into the shaker. It's got no mess, no drips. It's a really handy little tool. Makes loose leaf so easy. Now I'm going to pop the lid on, give this a shake. Cool, so I've got a glass here. I'm just going to pour the concentrate into the glass with the ice. Like so. Perfect. And then I'm going to top it up with some lemonade. Like I said, you could use sparkling water or whatever you fancy, but I do love this one with lemonade. Okay, we usually tend to use diet lemonade as well, just because the full sugar lemonade can sometimes overpower the tea a little bit, and we don't want that. We want to really be able to taste that green tea. And then I've just got one of our lovely little bamboo straws. I'm going to give that a try. Look at that lovely colour, it's so refreshing. You could also add some nice big slices of grapefruit into this drink to make it look extra summery. That's so nice. I love this tea. You can really taste that like sharpness from the grapefruit and the freshness from the green tea as well. This one's got kind of medium caffeine content, so it's not too high, and green tea is full of antioxidants, vitamin C, minerals, you name it. It's really good for you. So give this one a try. Let us know if you try the same recipe as me, and let us know which one's your favourite out of the box as well. So next up we have our gourmet box. Now our gourmet box is usually for those kinds of people who love a traditional cup of tea. So that might be if you love your classic Great British Cuppa, your Builder's Brew, your Earl Greys, or maybe you want a black tea but with a little bit of a twist on it. This is a great box for you because you still get to try loads of cool flavours whilst also enjoying the more traditional teas as well. So in this box we have a relatively new tea, which is our London Fog tea. This is our borough store tea. So each one of our stores has its own tea to represent it. For example, last month we had our Worthing store's Worthing Original tea was on TTC, and this time we have the London Fog for our borough store. We also have in this box some banana bread chai. This is a rooibos tea, so it's naturally caffeine free. And then we have a black tea here again, which is our violet cream as well. So 3 really different and delicious flavours for you to enjoy. And today I want to show you how to enjoy a London Fog, just because it is a new tea. And because this is the gourmet box, I kind of want to keep it a little bit more traditional. So I'm just going to make a classic cuppa for this one. And I've got one of our lovely ceramic teapots here. Show you. So the lid just pops up these teapots like so. They're non-drip, which is brilliant. We've got a lovely logo on the top, and they also have a little basket inside, so you can use it for loose leaf, or if you want to use it for tea bags, just take the basket out. You can use it for both, which is great. So because I'm just going to have 1 cup of tea just for me, I'm going to pop 1 teaspoon of the London Fog into the teapot, top it up with boiling water because it's a black tea, and just leave that to brew. Now we're making this as a black tea just with hot water today, but I really think the London Fog would make a really nice cold brew as well. But I didn't want to just make loads of iced teas for the whole session, but I really highly suggest you go away and do some experimenting with this one at home. So this tea is really interesting because it does have a very bergamot kind of smell to it, almost like an Earl Grey. But the ingredients are Sri Lankan black tea as its base. It also has red peppercorns, cornflowers and jasmine blossom as well, and I'm guessing that must be the jasmine blossom coming through that gives it that kind of Earl Grey feel to it. But also within here, because of the red peppercorns, it'll have a good little kick to it, so I think that'll be a nice spiced drink. Do you know what, I bet this one will be really nice cold brewed in coconut milk. I know it sounds really rogue, but I think it would be good. Just lots of our other teas we tend to cold brew in coconut milk that have the red peppercorns in, even if it is a black tea base, and it's really nice. That's going to be next up on my experimentation list for sure. So yeah, that is our Borough Stall blend, London Fog. Next up we have banana bread chai. So banana bread chai actually came out around 5 years ago when I first started working here, and it was so popular. It was just a seasonal blend at the time, but we brought it back for good. So this one is actually permanently on our tea wall all year round. Perfect for autumn and chai season, perfect for Christmas, but it's also really nice to have iced in the summer, so you can have it all year round. And this one is a rooibos base, so naturally caffeine free. It also has cinnamon, ginger, cardamom, it has freeze dried banana in there and vanilla pieces. So it's nice and sweet, banana-y, cinnamony. It kind of tastes, well, exactly like banana bread, to be honest. That's why it's quite nice to have it with oat milk, because it does help to give it that creaminess as well. But it's unbeatable. You can have it in any format and it works really nicely. And then last of all, we have our violet cream. Now, if you are a Parma violet lover, you'll love this. Or I believe there is actually sweets called violet cream, which I've not personally tried, but I know a lot of people that absolutely love them. But yeah, if you kind of expect that Parma violet flavour, you'll be really happy with this one. It kind of smells like a lavender chocolate. Super interesting tea, this one. It makes a really nice latte. I used to make it as a latte with oat milk. Sometimes I put a little bit of cocoa powder in there as well, just to add to that chocolatiness if I was feeling a bit indulgent, or to make it into a cold brew as well is really nice. Okay, so it's been about 4 minutes and I've got our lovely teapot here. This is the one in Mandarin, by the way, if you're wondering what colour it is. We've got a few different colours. So I'll just put this to the top. Lovely. And then I'm just going to add a splash of milk. So there is our lovely London Fog tea. Now you could just drink it like this if you wanted to. If you want to add any sugar you can, but I don't think it needs it, especially because it's so lifted by the lovely cornflowers and jasmine blossom as well. And then I'm going to add in a splash of milk. I'm going to use oat milk, but you can use any type of milk you like if you want to use milk. It's up to you. But yeah, and next time I'm definitely going to try this as a cold brew with either coconut milk or lemonade. So I think that would be really good. I'm going to give it a stir. And let's then give it a try. Yeah, that's really nice. It's a little bit like an Earl Grey, but a little bit less floral, which I personally really like, because Earl Grey is a bit hit or miss for me. Sometimes I find it a bit too floral and overpowering. So this is really nice. You can kind of taste that spiciness coming through from the red peppercorns quite subtly. And you can taste that kind of jasmine in there subtly as well. So it's a really nice light tea, and you still get that black tea coming through as a flavour as well, which is nice. So you can taste each individual component quite strongly, but overall it's a really nice delicate tea. So I think anyone who's got a gourmet box, who is that traditional tea lover, would love this blend. If you give it a try, let us know what you think, and let us know which one is your favourite in the gourmet box as well. So now for the last box of July's Tea Tasting Club subscription. This is the caffeine-free box. So if you are someone that is caffeine-free or looking to cut down on your caffeine, then this box is perfect for you. So we've got 2 teas which we've already demoed today, which is our blueberry and peach and our strawberry lemonade as well, 2 absolute staples for Burn and Blend. And then we also have our enchanted Narnia. Now, I don't know if you can see just how gorgeous this tea is. It's full of lovely rose petals. It's like you've taken a little scoop from a fairy forest floor, and it smells just as good too. So this one is a little bit inspired by Narnia as well as in the book, because it's kind of Turkish delight inspired. That's the kind of theme we had when Krisi was creating this blend. And this one includes some rosebuds, shock, you can see them all in there, some cocoa shells, blackberry leaves, lemongrass and rose petals. So it's a pretty simple recipe, but really gorgeous, good quality ingredients, and it is caffeine free, so a naturally caffeine free blend. So today I'm going to show you how to make a cold brew using our enchanted Narnia, and because I wanted to show you the difference between a cold brew and an iced tea. Now I need to tell you first of all how amazing this tea is cold brewed with chocolate milk. I don't have any chocolate milk with me today. We tend to do it more in the winter time, or in that nice transition at the end of summer towards autumn when it's still starting to get a little bit of a crisp in the air. We make a lot of that time of year, but if you just use 4 to 6 teaspoons of the Enchanted Nanya in your cold brew bottle and you top it up with chocolate milk, cold, pop it in the fridge to infuse overnight, it's so delicious. It's like a rose chocolate milk. It tastes so good. I don't usually go for floral, really rosy teas, but this is such a good combo with the chocolate milk. You need to give that one a try. So cold brewing is a little bit different to making an iced tea. So with iced tea, you brew your tea hot, then you cool it down with ice and you add a liquid of your choice, whether that be milk, lemonade, etc., to make it into an iced tea. So it's more instant. It obviously takes a few minutes to brew the tea, but 4 minutes max, and then it's pretty much ready. Whereas cold brewing takes time rather than temperature. So with cold brew, you need to use cold liquid in your cold brew bottle, but you need to allow a lot longer for it to infuse. So this is our cold brew bottle. We've got it in a few different colours, so check them out on our website for sure. It is glass, but they are dishwasher friendly. We always put ours in the dishwasher. It's got a silicone lid and it's got a little strainer built inside that just pops out like so, which is super handy. And then yeah, I'm going to show you how to make one. So with a cold brew, you want to use 4 to 6 teaspoons of tea. I'm going to use 6 teaspoons because I always like quite a strong brew. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. 6 teaspoons of tea, all flowers in there, it's gorgeous. And then with cold brewing, you can top it up with any liquid you like. So it could be tap water, it could be sparkling water, lemonade, coconut milk, oat milk, chocolate milk, prosecco, you name it. I'm going to use some lemonade today, but like I said, if you do get a chance to make this one with some chocolate milk, definitely give that a go. I'm just going to fill it all the way to the top. If you can build this into your routine to make this as you make dinner, so make yourself a cold brew bottle whilst you're making dinner, and it'll be ready to go for you the next morning. Pop it in the fridge, or if you want to enjoy your cold brew in the evening after work, just get it into your routine to make it with your breakfast and it'll be good to go. There's a lot of benefits to cold brew tea as well. First being that it's very eco-friendly. We don't need to boil a kettle or anything to create a cold brew tea, which is great because, believe it or not, boiling your kettle does use up your energy. I know it feels like such a small thing, but as a tea company, it's something we consider a lot when we're talking about our carbon footprint and how much electricity we're using. So with this, because it's cold liquid, you just pop it straight from the tap into the bottle and you're good to go. Also, the tea leaves are compostable, so if you do have a compost at your house, or if you have one in your local area, you can compost your tea leaves, which is obviously great. So there really isn't a lot of waste going on with these cold brews. We like to say best taste, no waste for these. So that's the first great thing about cold brewing. We also love cold brewing because if you are someone that is trying to cut down on alcohol, or maybe you're alcohol free, this is a really nice alternative for those people because you don't have to have just a boring drink. So often we go to our friends' houses or to a pub and there isn't loads of really nice alcohol-free options, but with cold brews the options are endless. I mean, this is only a small selection of teas behind me on the tea wall of the flavours that we have. We have over 100 different flavours of tea on our tea wall and any of them can be cold brewed, so there's plenty of lovely recipes for you to enjoy just waiting. And also it's a relatively low sugar option as well. Of course that depends on what you choose to combine your tea with in your cold brew bottle, but you could just use tap water if you wanted to with the teas. It creates quite a nice kind of alternative to a squash, or if you wanted to use sparkling water and the teas, it creates a really nice alternative to say lemonade or fizzy drinks, that kind of thing. Yes, there's lots of room for experimentation with the cold brewing and lots of great flavours for you to enjoy as well. I'm going to come back in about 4 hours and give this a try and let you know all about the flavour profile of this one, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so it's been about 4 hours and as you can see the tea has started to infuse already. It's not been the full 4 hours, I won't lie to you. I'm too impatient, I want to try it right away. Sometimes we find when we use lemonade with our cold brews that we think it helps the tea to infuse quite quickly. So if you're doing a cold brew infused with lemonade versus a cold brew infused with milk, you might find that you get the flavour through a lot quicker with a lemonade than you might do with milk. I don't know what the science is behind that or if it's just what we think, but it's really good. either way, lemonade with lots of our teas are really good. So let's give this a try. So it's the Enchanted Narnia, cold brewed in lemonade. I'm just going to have a little bit of this one because I've already drunk a lot of that pink grapefruit. Smells very floral straight away. That is so nice. I'm really surprised that I like this, you know, because I'm not usually a huge fan of floral and rosy blends. It's a bit of a weird combination having the cocoa shells with the rose in lemonade, but it helps to really balance it out. It makes it a bit more of a deep flavour rather than a really light floral one. It's really good. Yeah, really unusual but really nice. Definitely give that one a try with lemonade, or like I said, with the chocolate milk as well. It's so nice. Let us know what you think of this one as well. Thank you so much for joining me for July's Tea Tasting Hub. I really hope you've enjoyed all of your teas in the Flavour Explorer box, the Gourmet box and the Caffeine Free box. We've got loads of lovely flavours for you to try this month, and even more to come next month. But don't forget, we've still got over 100 different blends of tea on our tea wall, so if there's any extras you want to try, you know where to find us. Let us know which ones were your favourite, and make sure if you make any of these recipes at home, you give us a tag so we can see all of your lovely creations, and make sure you follow us on social media as well to keep up to date with all of our lovely recipes and new blend releases as well. Have a great July, and we'll see you in August.